Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.
Coming up on Hello ENC, if coffee's too acidic for your stomach, we might have the best solution for your morning cup of joe.
Hello ENC.
Hey. Living, loving local.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Lifestyle.
With your host, Megan, and fashionista, Ciara.
Let's get a sound check.
And now, Hello ENC.
Let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to Hello ENC. I'm your host, Megan Mamlock. Happy Hump Day, Slump Day, aka Wednesday. We have an awesome show ahead of us today. We're going to ditch your boring cup of joe for a cortado, and then we're going to spin around the records to see what Chris has to add to our playlist. And we'll test these musical abilities on the bongos. All right, let's get to it.
The following segment is sponsored by Blackbeard Coffee Roasters.
It's time to get over the hump day, slump day, and I am at Blackbeard Coffee Roasters with Lonnie, and we are going to be making a cortado, which I'm very excited about because I've never even heard about this before.
Yeah, a cortado is actually my favorite drink to make here in the shop. It's kind of a challenge, and I'll show you why. So essentially, what a cortado is equal parts espresso and equal parts milk.
So we're gonna be all jazzed up for the day.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Like, it's gonna be a straight drink. I think it's really appropriate, like if you just need something to get over, like you said, your slump day, you're getting really tired and you don't have the time to mess with a full latte, a cortado is a way to go.
And cortado means short too.
Yeah, so it is like a Spanish drink. It is typical, or it comes from Spain and Portugal. So the name cortado is what it is. It's a little short drink that gives you your caffeine just straight.
I love it. Well, in the future, we're gonna have to do a tall drink because I'm a grande.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into it.
All right, so to begin, we're gonna be getting our espresso as usual. This is gonna be 2 ounces of espresso and then 2 ounces of milk.
And then you press it down.
Yeah, we gotta tamp it to make sure it's all pressed in. As you can see, it's level, it's flat, and then we're gonna pull our shots.
So is
let's
that
get
a lot
going.
typically, or is that kind of like the standard amount for a coffee drink?
That's pretty standard. We do 2 ounces in our 16-ounce beverages, and then we do 3 ounces of espresso in our larger beverages that are 20 ounces.
So we're frothing the milk right now?
Yeah, so we're steaming the milk so that then we can pour it into our espresso.
And this is typically a hot beverage, not a cool beverage.
Right, so cortados are hot beverages. I'll get all my little bubbles out.
So can people steam their milk at home? Is there like an easy process of doing that? Is that kind of something you need to see your favorite barista for?
If you have an at-home espresso machine, I believe you could make it.
Are you making a fun little design?
Yeah, so this is why I say the cortado is my favorite, because it's a challenge. If you're gonna do art, you have to be very precise about your steaming, and you wanna make sure you can fit it. So this is how we would serve you a cortado here at Blackbeard's.
It's so pretty. So what is the flavor profile of this?
So what the milk does, it actually acts as a neutralizer for that bitterness. And if the milk is steamed properly, you should even get a hint of like sweetness, because the natural sugars of the milk are extracted when you are steaming it. A black cup of coffee is gonna be maybe a little bit too strong for you, then the cortado is good because you get the espresso in it, but you also have the milk that balances it out.
Perfect.
But do you want to try it?
I would love to try it.
I promise it's going to be a little sweet. Well, let me know if it is a little
Well,
sweet.
we all know that I love it sweet, so.
Yeah. So then you would really like the Cuban version of this drink, which
Yes,
is called
which we haven't gotten into.
Yeah.
I can't even say it. I'll let you-
cortadito.
Is there a right way to drink this? Is it like more of a sip? It's definitely not a guzzle.
Yeah, just sip it. We're not
Okay.
doing shots here.
Not today, at least, maybe later. Yeah, it's definitely very creamy, or not creamy, milky.
Right, yeah.
Right,
Creamy
so-
would be a good way to describe it. I love cortados.
This might be one of my new favorite drinks. Well, this was an amazing short beverage for our short time here with you. And make sure to tune in every Wednesday to Coffee Break to taste something new and learn along the way.
This segment was sponsored by Blackbeard Coffee Roasters.
Coming up.
Coming up, join me at Fuller's Music for some more rhythm. This is Hello ENC.
This is called the Afuchi Kabasa. Afuchi Kabasa, head of rattle. And there's 3 ways to play this. If you think of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
Is that what he was using?
That's exactly what they're using.
Really?
And actually, the guitar starts The guitar starts for like 2 measures, and then you hear the bum, bum, bum.
If you've missed any of your favorite stories or an episode of Hello ENC, just go to YouTube and search Hello ENC !! to subscribe and watch.
Hey, it's C. Welcome to C Sharp, where I try to learn a different musical instrument every week. And I'm back at Fuller's Music again, this time with Gene Druhot, and he's going to teach me how to play the bongos. I've always wanted to learn this instrument, and it's super fancy. It has a soulful yet funky sound. Gene, I'm super excited to learn this instrument.
So am I. So am I, absolutely.
Because I know it originates from Cuba. It's an Afro-Cuban instrument.
That's right.
Afro-Cuban instrument. And I just love the way it sounds. I just love drums in general, and I'm super excited to learn this instrument. So tell me, how long have you been a percussionist?
I've been a percussionist for 60 years.
60 years?
I started when I was 11 years old, so you can do the math.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I was an Air Force percussionist.
Oh wow.
And I played in bands my entire life. I play at church, and I have about 31 students a week here at Fuller's.
Wow. Oh wow. All right, well, this is the bongos.
Yeah.
Here.
This is a set of bongos, and bongos they can be played either between your knees like this or on a stand, and the heads are tensioned very tightly. 2 different pitches, a high and then a low.
Okay.
So a typical rhythm something like that. You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
And there's like a little cutout here between, right on both sides.
So you just like set it like that? Okay.
And then squeeze your legs nice and
Okay,
tight.
we're gonna try to squeeze my legs together now, because I have on polyester pants, so I don't,
Okay, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure if this is there's not much squeezing I can do. It's like I'm squeezing a coconut.
Dot, 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 dot. Boom, boom. There you go. Not bad. Very good. Yeah, very good with one hand.
With
How about
one
that?
hand, y'all.
Wow.
It has a
Once
nice
again,
deep sound to it.
It's got a nice tone, doesn't it? Now notice that once again, I'm not leaving my hand here. If I leave my hand, it deadens the vibration. It's all about vibration in this room, whether it be coconuts for horse hoofs or a little kunga or a larger kunga. It's all about the vibration. What do you think?
I love it.
I know you can do this.
It's a nice deep sound.
It's got a beautiful sound. Out of all my drums, this is one of my favorite instruments.
It's something so therapeutic about hearing it too.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's
It
some.
feels good to your ears.
Oh, it feels very pleasant. Yes. Don't be afraid to really smack that in the middle with
Really smack it.
with the cupped hand.
Go wham.
Boom. Yeah, that's
Go
right.
wham.
That's right.
Okay. All right, I'm about to go wham.
There you go. I think you're a natural percussionist. I do.
Hey friends, it's another edition of ENC CW Insider, and tonight is for sci-fi lovers. It's a brand new episode of Mysteries Decoded, a show that takes a look into America's greatest unsolved mysteries, exploring new evidence using high-tech tools.
Scared? You should be.
Tonight,
I'm on the trail of something otherworldly.
Dig into the secrets
Why is this 90% redacted?
of unexplained phenomena.
Is there somebody here with us?
Mysteries Decoded. New episode tonight at 8, 7 Central. Only on the CW.
And then, of course, one of my favorites, Wellington Paranormal. It follows the adventures of Wellington's paranormal unit investigating supernatural occurrences, spooky. And if you haven't been watching, let's take a look at what you've been missing.
New Zealand Police, you gonna come peacefully?
Guess not.
You okay?
You experiencing like an ominous sense of foreboding?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Wellington Paranormal. New episode tonight at 9, 8 Central on the CW.
You're watching the Eastern North Carolina CW. And there we go.
Coming up, Jack and I take on the Marines survival swim training to see if we have what it takes. For On the Record, Chris explores an iconic singer-songwriter that when you listen to him, it's funny how time slips away. Do you have any guesses?
Hey, thanks for joining On the Record. I'm Chris, and got a very interesting one for you today. I'm going to cover up the name of the artist, and I want you to just take a look and see who you think that could be. I played this game with my wife, and she had no idea. This is actually Willie Nelson. He does not have his signature beard or hat. This was actually the first album that he put out. So he started off as a writer, most notably Crazy, which everybody associates with Patsy Cline. Well, Willie Nelson actually wrote that. And when she did her version of it, it really just kind of became hers in a lot of people's opinion. One of the other very interesting songs on here, Funny How Time Slips Away. It's such a good song, and he was sort of a hired gun, and he would write songs and other people would perform them. And it's funny enough, when Willie Nelson started out, a lot of people in Nashville kind of told him, hey, you're a great songwriter, but you can't really sing. It's a very idiosyncratic type of singing, and it's just not what we do here. And funny enough, he's actually one of the most well-known country artists of all time these days. So, if you ever want classic Willie Nelson at just the top of his career, very beginning, you definitely can check out And Then I Wrote by Willie Nelson. For On the Record, I'm Chris. We'll see you next time.
Call out the exercise, and then when I blow the whistle, Sean's going to show you here in a sec. He's just going to do a nice big stride jump entry into the pool. So the most common one you're going to see is the crawl stroke. So I'll say crawl stroke, you'll yell it back, and then once I blow the whistle, you'll go off. So it'll be crawl stroke, tweet. So he's going to jump in just like that. All right, when you hear Hands Across America, that's going to be you combined with the rest of your squad. So Hands Across America, you're just going to join hands. Blow the whistle, you're all going to jump off together, and then holding hands, swim across the pool together. All right, once you get to the edge, you're just going to let go, pull yourself out like normal. And then we're going to have a couple of exercises on the side of the pool too. So we're going to have push-ups. So push-ups, all you're going to do is just put your fingers hanging over the edge just like that, and then it's going to go off of a 4-count cadence. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then you'll count 1. Bravo, cross stroke. Toes on the edge. Bravo. Grab the rifle. Cross stroke.
We're are here at the Camp Johnson pool with Captain Harding. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So what did we get into today?
So today we did a swim aerobics PT. So we just did some physical training, the same stuff that our students do every day for a 3-week course.
And so what does this prepare them for? Because, you know, I am a collegiate swimmer. Jack has a history of high school swimming. And so this was pretty tough for both of us. It's very different from regular swimming. Can you describe or walk it through to our viewers of what we went through?
Absolutely. So for the swim that we did today, what we're really trying to prepare our students for is to be able to go out and rescue. So our students, when they graduate, these are going to be the Marines that are out there as safety risk mitigators for commanders. So they'll be the ones that will run swim qualifications, swim physical training. They'll also be the guys out there that kind of plan any swim and waterborne operations we do in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. You know, everybody knows about Camp Lejeune here in Jacksonville, but I think this is a really interesting way for them to get a more inside look into how like the day-to-day activities of Marines go, and like how it's a lot harder in real life than it looks on TV.
So I'm glad you guys got the opportunity to really like come here and see some of the specialized training that some of these Marines go through every single day. So
make sure to tune into Hello ENC every weekday to check out
all the challenges we'll be trying out with the military all across NC.
Up next on Hello ENC, we'll head to Possumwood Acres Wildlife Sanctuary to check out how they care and release raptors back into the wild. Welcome back to Hello ENC. I'm here with Andrew, and we are at the Possumwood Acres Wildlife Sanctuary in Raptor Alley. So, Andrew, thanks for joining us today.
No problem.
And so, what is Raptor Alley?
So Raptor Alley is where we house all of our non-releasable raptors. We have owls, vultures, hawks, Mississippi kites, a good bit of educational raptors that are non-releasable due to their injuries. Taking over 2,000 animals every year, and a majority of those do get released back into the wild, but occasionally we do have ones that are non-releasable. All right, so this is Cora. Cora is one of our barred owls. So Cora here, unfortunately, was hit by a car, and due to her injury, she does have limited eyesight and hearing. Her depth perception is pretty bad. So she is one of the victims that was hit by cars. Unfortunately, she isn't able to be released back into the wild. So we use her to help educate North Carolina's public on North Carolina's wildlife. And Cora is a pretty good example here. She is a sweetheart. And on her tail, her name is Cora because she has heart patterns going all the way down. And in Latin, Cor means heart, so that's why we decided to name her Cora.
So she's a lifer?
Yep, she'll be here for the rest of her life, and she's been here a couple years now. And you can see these orange things are called jesses. We can hook the glove onto that, so she isn't able to fly off, and we can take her out for programs and whatnot.
So does she like this, or is it stress them out?
She doesn't mind it. When they're stressing, you'll see them opening their mouths like she was just doing for a second, just because I just caught her and then it's hot.
Right.
So they use it to help cool themselves down, and when they're stressed, they'll do that. You can see she stopped doing it as much. She's calming down. She's been on the glove hundreds of times, so she's used to it.
Owls are one of my favorite animals.
Are they?
Just because they're always portrayed as wise, and I've always wanted to be wise and smart, and just the fact that they can not spin their head all the way around, but they're just so
270 degrees, so almost 360, just not quite.
Yeah, like snow owls I really like because they're so quiet that when they get prey, they don't hear it coming. So I thought that was a really fun fact.
Yep, that's another criteria with owls.
Because their bones are hollow, right?
Yep. So when you have birds, owls, when they have wing injuries, even if they can fly, if they aren't able to fly silently, they're not releasable because the prey will just run off from them because they can hear them. So that's a big thing when it comes to releasing owls as well.
And so for people who might be confused, the animals that you want to release back into the wild, you don't want to build a relationship with those. But the ones that are here for a lifetime, it's kind of okay to kind of foster a relationship with them.
So we've had some of these guys for 15 years now. Our oldest bird, Lila, is 23 years old this year. So yeah, it's very important to have that trust and build a relationship with them. With your patients, you obviously do not want to because they're wild animals. These guys are wild too, but they're with us. Our patients, they have that very stressful mentality. They think we're big predators that want to eat them.
Right.
So we want to stay hands off as possible or else they can stress out too much. Capture myopathy is a big thing. People will find baby rabbits and think, oh, it's so cute, it's cuddling me. When unfortunately the rabbit's actually scared, super scared, and they can actually have heart attacks from being so scared and fall over. That's called capture myopathy.
Wow, that's something new that I didn't know either. And something else people should know, this is a volunteer and a nonprofit. So you guys kind of rely on the public and the community to give donations. How important has that been? And like right now you guys need some help too, right?
So we have been very, very short on people. During the bulk of baby season, it's been about 4 of us consistently. We're just running things. We've had volunteers come and go, but 4 of us really that have just been kind of hankered down this entire baby season trying to get through it. So we do really need volunteers to help with these guys, and once volunteers are here a little bit more, they help with the rehab side of things. And the donations, we are a nonprofit, so we run entirely off of grants.
So what would you say to people that are like, I want to get involved, I want to help out? What would you say to them to come out and be a part of this?
Just call the sanctuary or go to our website. There's a volunteer registration form, and after that, you're pretty much good to go, and we can use all the help we can get. We're open 7 days from 9 to 9.
Coming up tomorrow, if you have some jewelry that's just collecting dust, but you still want to wear it, C has found a way to repurpose it and modernize it on Artsy. Plus, we'll check in with our couple of nerds, Ashley and Ryan, who are going to tell us about an event coming to town that is sure to excite every comic book fan in the ENC. Make sure to join Hello ENC every weekday at 12:30 to be in the know of everything that is livin', lovin' local in the East. See ya!
From New Bern to Greenville, you're watching Eastern North Carolina CW.
Get fashion forward with me, C. Join me on Fridays at 12:30 for the hottest styles and latest trends. Is zebra, snake, and cheetah?
Yeah.
Time to go try these on. Only on Hello ENC.
If you've missed any of your favorite stories or an episode of Hello ENC, just go to YouTube and search Hello ENC ! To subscribe and watch.
Content segments during Hello ENC were paid for by Blackbeard Coffee Roasters.
Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.